Hello everyone, I'm Bro Mithra. Welcome to a episode of Townsfolk Tussle. I just got this in from Kickstarter, like today, and I was excited. I was excited to play it. I've played this before on Tabletop Simulator, but I'm going to try to do new things. I'm going to try to see if I can just get only the new stuff. So I've got one of the new Townsfolk, new Ruffians in the mix for the randomness and stuff. But when it was on Kickstarter, I did a couple live streams while the launch was going. I did a couple, like a full playthrough, all 4 of the rounds and everything. So I did a lot of this when the Kickstarter was coming in, and I was really excited to finally play physical version, which is what I have set up here right in front of me. So I'm going to quickly go over a little bit of all the rules, and then we're going to go ahead and do the first town phase and the first fight with the first ruffian. So let's get into Townsfolk Tussle. So here we are, got everything set up, as you can see here. I'm going to be playing with 3 of the townsfolks, so I'll have to run 3 of them. 4 is a little bit too much for me. If I had help, I would run 4. But for now, I'm just going to do 3. Should be okay. That's what I did in my other playthroughs. So first, we're going to do the town phase. So as you can see here, you get your townsfolk. You randomly put them out here. So let's see. I've got 4 of them lined up. I was originally going to do 4. I've only decided to do 3 now. So we'll take the 3 out. We'll just randomly assign these to whoever, and we'll put them down in the beating order and the buying order. So we'll go Georgie, Norman, Yancey. So for the buying order, we would go in the opposite. And as you can see, I've already set up for Deputy Waggums, but you would randomly select 4, which I did here, and then you flip up the first one. For the sake of time, I've already set up for Deputy Waggums here. Now, Georgie Irongut is one of the people I've never played with. They're new for the Kickstarter, or they were not on the Tabletop Simulator version during the Kickstarter, so I'm going to play with them. I'm quickly going to go over what the townsfolk do. So in Townsfolk Tussle, you get 2 pieces of starting gear for every single townsfolk that you begin with. So for Georgie, I have a Dad's Head Hammer here, which is 3 Moxie, which just means like 3 activation points, or Moxie's it's like your action points. 5 plus accuracy, that's much just like Kingdom Death. You need to roll a 5 plus to hit, and then each hit will do 2 damage. And you can see up here it's a melee, a 2-handed, and it's a mace. So that's one of his starting gear. The other starting gear here is Stale Cake. You can see it's accessory, consumable, and then when you consume, discard Stale Cake, restore 1 HP. Now, so this goes in as accessory. Every townsfolk can wear a head, a chest, a leg, then left and right hand, and an accessory. So because this was 2-handed, I can't use another thing in my right hand, but the special ability for Georgie Irongut is when you consume, you do not need to discard it on use. So normally, with his ability here, I would have to discard this, but I don't have to. I could just use it and then restore the 1 HP. I don't need to discard it. If I had other consumables, I could then re-equip and do another one. Very neat. He's also got Quick Trotter, which is 2 Moxie, and then you move 4 squares in a straight line, and it must be exactly 4 squares. So that's Georgie Irongut. Next, I've got Yancey Plover. I've used Yancey before on the simulator. There's other videos on my channel for the Tabletop Simulator with Townsfolk Tussle. So Yancey, again, he's just got, if the next card in the action deck is targets a single townsfolk, it instead would target you. If it does not target a single townsfolk, you gain +1 movement for the fight. And then Blacksmith, while in town, other townsfolk may pay you 5 coins and discard a piece of non-starting gear. If they do, they receive the first weapon in the Peddler deck. So his 2 starting things is his weapon here is going to be Old Smacky. Now this is a 1-handed mace, and then this will be 2 Mox, 5 plus, 1 damage, on a critical hit with this weapon, it deals +1. And then he's got his smithy apron, which is once per fight, prevent all damage dealt to you from an action. So that is a chest gear. And then finally, the last one here I have is Norman Fishboy. Again, Norman was someone I used pretty much in most of my playthroughs. So he's got reliable rod here. Melee, two-handed. It's a spear, range 2, 2 moxie, 6 plus 1 damage. And then he's got the fishy cap here. Sling a fish with Ruffian within 4 squares for 2 damage. You must be adjacent to Town Pond, Murky Moat, or Wishing Well. Usable once per fight. So those are his 2 things. And then he's got the +2 range for his lengthy limbs. Norman has long arms. He gains +2 range with all melee weapons. So his reliable rod is a 4 range. And then strange attraction. When you hit a ruffian with a weapon, you may pull them 2 squares towards you. That's really good. It was really good in the Tabletop Simulator version that I played. Don't know how great it will be now, but it's still really, really, really good. I think there was something that they might have patched to make it a little less good. But we'll see. Now we've got, at the beginning, everyone's going to get these feats. So everybody will draw 3 feats. And feats are like achievements that you'll do throughout the fight. And then they have a fight like modifier. So you can gain like a temporary bonus, or maybe you gain like a little bit of a, you maybe do a little bit of damage, or you can just gain straight gold. So everybody will gain 3 of these. So I'll just go ahead and deal these out. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now these are considered in hand of the player controlling them. So in this case, each one of my 3 control characters will have their own hand. So let's look at Georgie Iron Gut here. I'm not going to go over them right now. If I trigger them, I'll look at them right now. Okay, I'll just look at them. If there's something I can do, then I'll show them. Okay, so far nothing stands out that I could do right away or attempt to do in this town phase. Okay. Okay. Nothing really looks like in the town phase. Maybe, perhaps, we'll see what happens for sale. Now, we've got all those. Everyone's going to get a town event dealt to them. These town events are kind of like settlement events in Kingdom Death. Everyone's going to get one, and they're going to be a little thing that everyone's going to resolve in the town phase. So, everyone will draw 1. Now, because I'm playing single player, I won't, if there's something with a secret, I won't keep it. As for example here, right here, this one's a secret. This would remain in your hand, and you wouldn't tell anybody. But because I'm playing solo, I won't do that. I'll discard it. There's also a 2-player variant where you also don't keep the secrets. So now you resolve these events in buying order. So buying order goes up the track here in reverse of the beating order. So Yancey Plover will start first. This would be keeping your eyes sharp. Team finds a freshly decapitated head near the peddler's cart. Within a couple of minutes, you've got it hanging from the side of a barn. Darts in its head. Let's see who has the most skillful throw. Each townsfolk puts 1 coin, then rolls plus accuracy. Okay, the highest roller wins the game of darts and earns the coins. The lowest roller, however, completely misses the target and nails the peddler in the back of the head. She's furious. In the town phase, gear from the peddler will cost an additional 2 coins. Oh my gosh. Is it for everybody? In this town phase, gear from the peddler will cost them. Okay, good. Okay, let's see who is going to have this befall them. Let's go with Georgie. He's got a 5. Oh, I can... Yancey. So Georgie got a 5. Yancey got a 7. Norman a 4. So Norman's the one who's going to have this befall them. Oh, plus accuracy. So 5, 7, 4. So 5 accuracy minus 1 here. That's a 4 for Georgie. 7 for Yancey because he's got 0. 5, 6, 7 for Norman. Okay, so Georgie's the one who is going to have everything cost more for them. And, well, it's a tie. So who wins in a tie? Yancey and Norman rolled ties. Do I re-roll? I'm just going to re-roll. It doesn't say what happens if it ties. So let's just re-roll between them. That's an 8 for Yancey. I think that's probably going to... Yeah, he's got a +2 action. It's a 9 for Norman. So Norman's going to win the 2 gold. And everything for Georgie costs an extra. Okay. I'm going to keep this here tapped next to Georgie. He's going to have to deal with that. Next is Norman. He's got Critter for Sale. Yep, that looks like a YouTube reference. If I'm correct, that looks like Quackalope and Board Game Co. So, a nervous citizen clasping a feather animal approaches you. Care to buy a companion, friends? He holds his own in a fight and loves fellows with flavorful backstories. I'll start the bidding at 3 coins. Starting with you and continuing in buying order, players may bid, starting at 3 coins, to purchase the strange creature. Bidding continues until no players wish to bid higher. The highest bidder loses coins equal to their bid and gains the Horned Duckling unique gear. Alright, let's look up the Horned Duckling unique gear. I did not pull it out, so unique gear here. I gotta find the Horned Duckling. What do we got here? Horned Duckling. Horned Duckling. There it is. Horned Duckling. So it's worth 9. So even by default, it's worth bidding 4 for. Because that's what you'll get for selling it. Move 3 squares in a straight line. If you end the movement adjacent to the ruffian takes 1 damage. Okay. I mean, we're gonna buy this. So starting with you, starting with Norman, and players may bid starting at 3 coins to purchase. Bidding continues. No player wish to bid higher. So I mean, is an accessory. It's a melee one-handed unique. This is one-handed? Okay. Wow, what am I going to do with this? I mean, I'll buy it for 3. Yeah, I'll buy it for 3 with Norman here. Just to buy it, and no one else will bid. Therefore, I make a buck, I guess, kind of. That's kind of gamey. I don't know. I can't really use it, though. I mean, it's whatever. So I get a buck, I guess. If I sell it, I might keep it, but if I'd have to buy it with Yancey, but that would cost him a lot of money. Yeah, maybe I'll just have bought it with Yancey. Let's say I bought it with Yancey instead. Because maybe he could at least use it. So I'll give the 3 to Norman. Okay, Yancey can at least maybe use it. I'll have to see what comes up for sale. Okay, and then in beating or then finally buying order for Georgie here, we've got malicious looting. If this is the first town phase, ignore this event and draw another. Okay, we'll draw another. Kitty Savior? What? Sounds amazing. Small cottage is on fire, most likely from a no-good ruffian. You see a frightened kitty on the roof. It looks like it's in trouble. Consumable owned. You scale the nearby tree and reach for the kitty. It smells something it likes and jumps into your arms. What a hero. You feel a sense of accomplishment. Keep this card in front of you. Counts as a 1-point feat of metal. Okay. That happened to Georgie. He does have a consumable. He has a consumable owned. Okay. Neat. Okay. So he got himself 1 point of metal. Okay. That points of metal happen if we make it to the final fight. If not, I'll explain I mean, it's not worth explaining points of metal till right now. Or right now. If I make it to the final fight, it will count towards who becomes the sheriff. So that's pretty much it. I just explained it. Alright. Now we're done. Now we draw and we fill the shop. So shuffle up here. There's a ton of gear cards. I just took a small handful of them. Same with those town events. That's probably half the deck you see there and half the medals there because it's just so many. I'll use this for this game, and then I'll set this in the back, and then I'll use another set. That way, eventually, I'll see them all. So right now, we fill this up with 8 things that look like I can buy. I'll talk about. Otherwise, some of this stuff I'm not even gonna be able to buy here. Some of this stuff is really expensive. Some of this stuff is really expensive. Okay. So, I'm not going to even talk about some of these things. Some of them are super cool, but not going to talk about them. We've got stuff to 15, 13, 14. Don't have any of that money. 12. So I can't buy any of those things. So let's look at the things we could possibly buy. 6, 9. Someone could buy this, I guess. Someone could buy this, this, and this. So these here. I'm just going to put those. The bottom 4, we can't even buy them, so let's not talk about them. So we've got an accessory here. Add +2 to your accuracy rolls with two-handed weapons. That would be great for Norman. So that's probably a high possibility. We're going to go ahead and put that one up here. Crown of Order. This is a headgear. People can get headgear. Only Norman could buy this. No one else has the money. Wait, Yancey could buy this. He could sell the duckling and get 4. And get this, if you wanted. +1 accuracy. When received, instantly accomplish a feat of your choice. You do not receive a reward for its completion. Okay, but it's +1 accuracy. This would really help Yancey. This is a maybe, so I'm going to put that here as a maybe for right now. Performer's bow tie. Again, this could only be bought by Norman or Yancey. It's 2 movement, 1 mox. It's a chess gear. Yancey has a better chess gear. I'm not going to sell the duck to try to get this. If Norman were to buy this, what would he get? He'd get 2 movement and +1 mox. You only receive the stat bonus if you have an instrument equipped. Okay, so this is a no. We're not going to do this. No instruments were even for sale that I could purchase. So never mind, that's a no. Doc Stethoscope. This is another headgear. For 3 mox, return a knocked out townsfolk to the board adjacent to you with 1 HP. Usable once per fight. So, it's a revive. Phoenix down here we've got. So Doc Stethoscope. This would be a headgear. Well, Georgie could buy that. This might be what Georgie buys. So, put that up here at the top. We've got wooden plank here. Once per fight, prevent all damage dealt to you or an adjacent townsfolk from a ruffian. For 6. That looks like what Yancey's going to buy. He's got exactly 6. Alright. Then we've got white flag. This is another accessory. You take no damage from the ruffian until your next turn. Usable once per fight. That's accessory. So, there's only really 4 things we could buy here. I think we're going to go with the stethoscope, the grip tape, and the wooden plank, right? We're just going to buy all 3. So, oh no. He cannot get the stethoscope because everything costs 2 more for Georgie. He can't afford it. So, let's see. Georgie really can't do anything. Wow. This kind of sucks for Georgie. Alright, let's go buying order first. Yancey has $6. He's going to buy that wooden plank. That seems like the best thing. He doesn't have very much extra moxie, so the horned duckling doesn't really help. I don't have any way of gaining extra moxie. So the reason why I would need extra moxie is Old Smacky and the horned duckling both cost 2 moxie to activate. You can't reactivate the same weapon more than once. And in order for me to do that, I would need 4 moxie, but he only has 3 moxie per turn. So I can't even activate them both. So I'm going to get the wooden plank shield for 6. So I'll go ahead and spend my 5, 6, get the wooden plank shield, which is nice. This is the thing. Once per fight, prevent all damage. That's great. The horned duckling will go into the hand. Very weird. Well, I guess you hold it and you run at them. Interact with a terrain. Be the only townsfolk at max HP. Deal 3 damage. Okay, so nothing here I can trigger. Now, Norman is next buying. So Norman's going to get that grip tape for 8. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Going to get himself this grip tape. It's an accessory. So now he's got +2 accuracy when he attacks. So he's going to go up. He's got 4 accuracy. Means he's going to hit on a 2+, and you always miss on a 1. So he's pretty much just anything but a 1 he's going to hit on. So that's great. Let's see if he can do anything. Nope. Can't do anything. Okay. And now Georgie, who can't buy, he could buy the white flag. I guess I'll just buy the white flag, right? I mean, I can't even use it because I would have to re-equip for 2 Moxie and then re-equip the white flag. Well, alright. Alright, I'll buy it. So I'll buy the white flag. I'll equip the white flag instead of the stale cake. It cost me 7, actually. Oh man, this is such a loss because I can only sell it for 2. I'm not even going to buy the white flag. So we're not even going to buy anything with him. So give me back my 5. This event here really hurt him. This was no good. Okay. So that is that. That kind of sucks. All right. What can you do? So that's that. Let's go set up. And I've already done it, as you can see here. But I need to flip this over. And so Deputy Waggums will go up here. Now, beating order goes the opposite way. As you can see, Deputy Waggums always goes first. So, the Ruffian always goes first. And let me clean up this, and we'll flip it over, and we'll start the fight. We've got everything set up. This is actually, I've got the table up, because I've got a table with an inlay insert to it, and underneath this I actually have Kingdom Death set up. So, I can actually use the extra camera to show face cam this time, because I don't have to stand up and play. I can sit down. And everything's really close here. So, that's it. We've got the, well, during the town phase I was standing up because I knew I had to go through boxes and shuffle cards and stuff. So, we've got Deputy Waggums here. I'm going to shuffle it up. So, Deputy Waggums, we're playing with 3 people. He's got himself 14 health. Oh, and because he's a chump, he's Playful Pup. Nothing special about the Lawman. Should be a cinch. He's got 6 movement and 14 health. So, no special abilities for him being a chump. So, Chump being the first fight of the 4. So, there he goes. We've got this. Now, we've got all the, you can see here's all the terrain. Green terrain is passable. Red terrain, or obstacles, they cannot be passed through by townsfolk. So, these 2 over here, that's the fence and the wishing well. Those are obstacles, and these are all features, everything else. Those can all be moved around and moved through. So, let's go ahead. We've got everything set up now. I've got my dice here. We've got our kitty savior, Georgie Iron Gut. We've got our horned duckling, Quackalope here. Let's go ahead. Let's start it out. First one, the perfect shot. So, target, closest townsfolk outside of a terrain piece. That looks to be everyone. Closest one, though, it's going to be Yancey here. Alright, and move towards the target, then trigger the after effect. Okay, he's going to move towards. And after effect, Waggums plops down and stares at the target. He's surprisingly still. At the end of the next Ruffian action, if the target is not more than 5 squares away from Waggums, they are shot for 2 damage. Okay, so, what is it? After effect. At the start. Okay, so I have to put this here tapped like that, so I remember. The start of the next round, if he's not 5 squares away. Ooh. Yancey's only got 3 movement. There's ways we could do this. Thinking caps on. We're going to Norman move him, probably. So, here we go. How can I do this? So, Georgie Irongut is first. Let's go ahead with Georgie up. All right, Georgie, you're going to hammer. We've got a 5+. You've got -1 accuracy. So, it's a 6+ for Georgie. It's a 9. That is a hit. It's going to do 2 damage. That's instantly going to trigger a break. All right. Okay. Instantly going to trigger a break. Let's go ahead and just... so this does not get triggered. This is the start of the round. This is not the start of the round. So, target none. Okay. Waggums' sorrowful howl coaxes the team out from hiding. All townsfolk that are inside of a terrain piece are moved 4 squares towards Waggums. Then play the next card in the action deck. Well, this didn't happen. Well, I guess it happens anyway. Yeah, I guess it happens anyway, the way this seems to be worded. So this top part doesn't happen, but the then play the next card in the action deck does. Okay, so that doesn't happen because no one was inside, right? All townsfolk that are inside of terrain pieces are moved 4 spaces towards. It doesn't happen. Now we just play the next one. Ricochet shot. Closest townsfolk outside of a terrain piece. Well, it's going to be Georgie. So, ranged attack. If the target is within 7 squares, they take 1 damage. Move Waggums towards the farthest townsfolk. Okay, ranged attack. If the target is within 7 squares, they do 1 damage. Okay, they are within 7 squares. They're going to take 1 damage. Okay, that brings Georgie down to 2. And then we're going to move Waggums towards the farthest. So 1, 2, 3. It's going to put him here. Okay, and then after effect, all townsfolk within 4 squares of the target are hit with ricocheting bullets for 1 damage. Everybody's within 1, so everyone's going to get hit for 1 damage. So that's 1 down for Yancey, 1 down for Norman. All right. So we've got that to happen. Now, actually, Yancey can get within 5 squares. He's 2 squares away. He's got 3 movement. He's not more than 5 squares. Okay, we can get more than 5 squares. Norman is next. Let's go 1. How much movement does Norman have? 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3. Well, we can't go 4, I guess. We can go 1, 2, 3 away. 1, 2, 3, and this would still be 4. Okay, so we're going to go there. We've got our fishy cap, or we got a reliable rod. Reliable rod is here. So it's a 6+ for 1 damage at a range 2, but lengthy limbs, 2 more range. That puts us at range 4, which is great. Accessory, +2 attack, or +2 accuracy. So he's going to have a 4 accuracy, which is going to bring this down to 2+. So a 1 misses anyway. So anything but a 1. 5, that's going to be a hit for 1 damage. It's going to bring down to 11. Now, what we're going to do is you may pull them up to 2 squares towards you. So let's go 1, 2. We're going to pull him over here. Oh, and then that was the break with Georgie. So I'm going to consume his stale cake and heal 1 at the end of his turn, after the break happened. Oh no, because the break ends his turn immediately. So yeah, I can't do that yet. Okay, so we'll do that at the start of the next turn. So that will do that. We've got everything good here, it looks like. So now Yancey's turn. So let's see, what do we got for Yancey? Yancey's got 3 movements, so we just need to be 5 away. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's already 1, 2. He's already 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is to here. So 1, 2. Or let's go 1, 2, 3. I think this is still 5 away, right? 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not 5 away. How am I going to get 5 away? 1. So 1, 2, 3. I think this is 5 away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 away. He's now 5 away. Okay. I could spend 2 mocks. If the next card in the action deck targets a single townsfolk, we'll target you. Otherwise, +1 movement for the fight. So we'll go ahead and do that. I'll do the Frantic Fighter. So if the next one targets a single townsfolk, it would target Yancey. So we've done that. We're 5 spaces away. So now this triggers, again, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not within 5 spaces, so we're not going to take that 2 damage. So that's great. Now let's start Deputy Waggums. Closest townsfolk outside of a piece of terrain. So that is a single target, right? If it's single townsfolk, yes, a single target. Closest townsfolk outside of a piece. So that would have been Norman. Move towards the target. If Waggums reaches them, deal 1 damage. Okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He did reach. Waggums did reach, right? He has 6 movement. He did reach. Deals 1 damage to them. Yes, he takes 1 damage. After effect. Runs off with your wares. Target unequips a piece of gear of their choice. Cannot be equipped for the rest of the fight. Okay, well then what we're going to do is we're going to prevent all damage dealt to you from an action. So we're going to prevent that 1 damage, and then we're going to unequip the Smithy's Apron in this break here. So, yep, that's what happens. And we can't put it back on, which is fine. We've already used it. Good enough. All right. Now, Georgie will go and eat his stale cake to bring him up to 3. He doesn't need to discard it. No, so I haven't done any of these feats. Yeah, so I don't look like I can do any of these feats. So let's go 1 right here first, and now we will attack again. We're going 3 mocks, because eating the stale cake did not cost any moxie. So it's going to be a 6+ with the hammer. That's an automatic miss. All right, that's not good. Next is Norman. Norman will, what are we going to do? Norman's got 4 movement. 1, 2, he just needs to be within 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. He needs to just be here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's within 4. Let's go ahead. We already know he's going to do 1 damage unless he rolls a 1. So that's an 8. Okay. 1 damage brings Waggums down to 10. Now I can pull him away, but I don't see a reason to pull him away. So I'm not going to. Seems good to me. All right. Now it is Yancey. We'll go ahead and do Old Smacky for 2 moxie on a 5+. It's not a hit. Okay. Now let's go. Should I move away? No, we're not going to move away. All right, let's go Waggums. Dancing with Friends. Target all townsfolk within 6 squares. That's everybody. Keep those feet moving or else you'll lose them. All targets roll plus their movement. Okay. Let's see what happens. Plus their movement. 4 for Georgie. It's a 12. 7 to 12. Ouch. Right through the kidney. Take 1 damage. Okay. So he takes 1 damage. Yancey's got 3 movement. 13. You manage to dodge the shots. You may immediately move up to 2 squares. Okay. 1, 2. We'll get to the side over here. And then Norman's got 4 movement. That's a 12. Take 1 damage. Okay, he's down to 2. What do we got here? Then move Waggums towards the farthest townsfolk. Okay, 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's that. Now, back to Georgie. So, Georgie's going to go ahead and move into the vegetable patch. So, here's vegetable patch. It's a feature. Once per fight, each townsfolk may end the turn inside the vegetable patch and restore... what is it? Restore 1 HP. Okay. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to end his... he's going to move in. He's going to attack with the hammer. Looking to end his turn. 5. He's a 6+. Ooh. Okay, well he ends his turn, so he heals 1. He is now up to 3. Next, Yancey Plover. No, wait, Norman. I really should just move these guys around. Okay, Norman. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 and get up here. And attack. So we know his just doesn't roll 1, he hits. 9, it's whatever. Does 1 damage. Okay. And now Yancey is going to do the same thing. 1, 2. Go into there and hope to end his turn. We got Old Smacky, which is a 5+ for 2 Moxie. Yeah, just a 5+. A miss. Lots of missing, and he heals. Okay. Man, I'm not doing too well here. Okay. That's that. Back to Wiggums, or Waggums, I mean. Closest townsfolk outside of a terrain piece. Okay, let's see what he does. That's going to be Norman. Move towards the target. If Waggums reaches them, trigger the after effect. Okay. He's going to definitely reach them. So 1, 2, 3. Definitely reaches them. After effect. Waggums' revolver points at the target's head and the trigger pulls. Target rolls. Okay, here we go. Oh. 2. How unlucky. Set the target's HP to 1. Oof. Well, it's the same. Basically, that's 1 damage. Okay. Okay. That sucks. Oh, wait, what else? Oh, okay, that was all the rest of that was all the 9+. Okay. So, let's go with Georgie to go 1, 2, 3 to get right behind him. Wait, how much movement does he have? He has 4 movement, so I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 to get out of the terrain. Okay, going with this again. Dead Man's Hammer. It's a 1. It's another miss. We're just doing no damage here. So, okay. Norman. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get next to the wishing well. So, he could pay 2 coins. Make a wish. He's going to spend, what is it? Pay 2 coins. Don't even have to spend Moxie. Okay, paying 2 coins. Here we go. Paid the 2 coins. Let's roll now. 2. Oh, man. Nothing happens. Okay. Now we're going to spend 2 mocks to do Reliable Rod and 6 plus range. So it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. 6 plus 9. Okay, that's a hit. It's going to do 1 more damage. Brings him down to 8. We're also going to spend 2 mocks to sling a fish of the ruffian within 4 squares for 2 damage. Must be adjacent to the wishing well. So that's what we are. Adjacent to the wishing well. 2 mocks. He has 4 mocks total. 2 for the reliable rod. 2 for this. Coins did not cost anything. So that's going to do 2 damage. It's going to trigger the break point, but it's going to bring it down to 6. It's going to trigger a attack target all townsfolk inside of a terrain piece. So that's only Yancey here. Okay, attempting to move completely into the closest terrain feature. Each target looks down and finds themselves knee deep in a heaping pile of doggy droppings. Take 1 damage and must unequip any equipped leg gear. Any target that did have leg gear equipped loses 1 movement. No one has any leg gear equipped. Attempt to move completely into the closest terrain feature. Attempt to move... Well, he's completely in. It's going to push... Huh. This is weird here because attempt to move completely into the closest terrain feature. Each target looks down and finds themselves knee-deep in a heaping pile of dog droppings. They take 1 damage and must... Okay, but what I could do... See, because this is the closest one. He's already in there once. So he's going to go 1 forward, then 2, or 1 down. And then, like, well, I guess I'll place it there. I was going to say, because then I could place him adjacent. I could technically place him out of the thing, and he wouldn't be in there and wouldn't take the 1 damage, but I'll place it here. It's fine. Okay, so that will do the 1 damage. Doesn't have any leg armor to remove. All right. That was the break. So now it's Yancey's turn. Yancey will attack. 5 plus to do 1 damage. Miss. Okay. Back to Deputy Waggums. Puppy Eyes. Closest townsfolk. It's a roll-off. So, let's roll for Georgie. Okay. It's probably going to be Georgie. Or no, lowest roll. Probably going to be Yancey. It's the Yancey. Lowest roll. So it's Yancey who gets targeted. Okay. Unequip a weapon of your choice. It cannot... Or wait. Attempt to move completely into the vegetable patch. He already is. Target begins to feel uncomfortable beating down this poor, misguided mutt. They must choose one. Take pity. Unequip a weapon of your choice. It cannot be equipped remainder of the fight. Feel remorse. Keep this card in front of the target. Whenever you deal damage to Waggums, lower your accuracy by 1 or unequip a weapon of your choice. I guess I'll just, feel remorse. Keep this target in front, and I'll just keep low. I'm not hitting anyway. So, whatever. I'll just, feel remorse. I'll just keep lowering my accuracy when I'm not even hitting. It's fine. Alright, that was the end of that. That was Waggums' turn. Back to Georgie Irongut. We'll go here. What does the mushroom patch do? Well, okay. He's full health, so eating from the mushroom patch doesn't really help. So let's just roll the 5 plus. I'm not going to keep showing all these weapons because they're just the same. So he does 2 damage on a 6 plus. A 7. He actually did 2 damage this time. 1, 2. He's down to 4. This triggers another break. Closest townsfolk outside of a terrain piece. Okay, that's Georgie. Move towards target. If Waggums reaches them, deal 1 damage. Okay, he's going to clearly reach him. Okay. What do we got next? If the target has an accessory equipped, Waggums snatches it and tears it to shreds. The target discards their equipped accessory, and Waggums gains 1 movement. Okay, so I guess we're losing the stale cake. Discarded. I didn't eat it. Waggums did, so Georgie can actually discard it. And Waggums gains 1 movement. Okay, I think I actually... No. Okay. Waggums gains 1 movement. That's fine. At least he's not damaging me. Oh no, he did do 1 damage. He just didn't do any extra damage. Okay. So I guess I could back up and attempt to eat these mushrooms from the mushroom grove, because I still have 1 mox left. Here we go. 4. That hit the spot. Restore 1 HP and remove mushroom grove for the board. That hit the spot. Goodbye, mushroom grove. Georgie goes right back up. 3 HP. Good. Now, Norman Fishboy. Let's see. What are we going to do with you, Norman? Got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4. We can do 1 damage on 1. 1 plus. So, here we go. 4. That's 1 damage. Do I want to pull him out of the vegetable thing? Yeah, I'll pull him out. So 1, 2, pull him out of the vegetable thing. Deal 1 damage. He's down to 3. And now, Norman, you have 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can get in the vegetable patch. You'll end your turn, and because you haven't done that yet, you can go up 1 HP. Alright. And Yancey. We will move forward with Yancey. Here we go. We're taking... feel remorse. Old Smacky, if you hit, you didn't hit. So I haven't been hitting anyway, so the remorse is fine. Alright. Deputy Waggums, here we go. Zoomies. Farthest townsfolk. It's going to be Georgie. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, Georgie, you're going to move towards the target. Suddenly, Waggums freezes in place, drool running down his face. Perhaps he came back to his senses. If there are 3+ townsfolk on the board, trigger the after effect. There are 3+ townsfolk on the board. After effect. After a brief moment of clarity, Waggums begins to shake and yap uncontrollably. Remove this card from the game. Reshuffle the action deck, then play 2 additional actions. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. 2 additional actions. Okay. Not great. Not great. Two. So this is 1. Closest townsfolk outside of a terrain piece. Okay, yep, that's Sales Georgie. Move towards target. If Waggums reaches them, deal 1 damage. Yep. If the target has an accessory equipped, Waggums... Okay, they don't. So 1 damage to Georgie. Okay, that was now number 2. Gallivant. Target, none. Turn target towards the closest townsfolk and move forward. Any townsfolk that collides with Waggums during the action takes 1 damage. Okay. It's full move forward, right? Turn towards and move forward. Any townsfolk that collides with Waggums during the action takes 1 damage. If Waggums ends his move is inside of a terrain piece, trigger the after effect. He's not going to end himself in a terrain piece. He's got 7 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he just comes 6, 7 over here, I guess. Okay. Takes 1 damage for Georgie. After effect is not triggered. Okay, that was his turn. Georgie Iron God, how much movement do you have? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I cannot get to him. Well, let's just go 1, 2. Well, we'll just stop there and hope that he comes back. Next we have... let's go... Oh, I don't get to choose. What am I doing? It's Norman. So he's Kingdom down. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Again, just going to be on anything but a 1. So a 3, that hits. It's 1 more damage. Down to 2 health left for Waggums here. Yancey, how much movement? Yancey only has 3 movement. Let's just get out of the thing. 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Good. We're out of the patch now. And I guess we could just taunt or Frantic Fighter. To the next card in action deck targets single townsfolk. It targets you instead. So he's going to do that. Here goes. Furthest townsfolk. That is a single target. That is a single. That would have been him anyway. No, it wouldn't have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, or 1, 2, 3. It wouldn't have been him. So that was good. Targets within 8 squares. They are. They're walloped by the bulky bullet, taking 2 damage. The damage is reduced by 1 if the target is standing inside of a terrain piece. Then move Waggums towards the target. Okay, well, we're just going to use wooden plank. So once per fight, prevent all damage dealt to you or an adjacent townsfolk from a ruffian action. So we've now used the wooden plank. We're just going to ignore all this and then move Waggums towards the target. So Waggums goes over there. All right, that's Waggums' turn. Georgie, gonna go here. Come on, Georgie. You can kill him if you just roll a 6+. Okay, 4. Norman. 1, 2, 3. He's within 4. Just roll anything but a 1. That's a 5. 1 damage. All right, Yancey. 5+. You'll kill him, Yancey. A 1. So no. Okay. I guess we keep going. I think Norman's done all the damage. Okay. Spinning revolvers. All targets within 6. That's everybody. Divide 2 damage between all targets. Players may choose. Okay. Move Waggums completely into the closest terrain feature. Then, if there are 4 townsfolk on the board, trigger the after effect. There are not 4 townsfolk on the board, so we will not be doing the after effect. We're going to divide 2 damage up. It's going to go 1 to Yancey, 2 to Yancey. It's going to put him down to 1. It's not great, but it is what it is. Okay. Then the after effect's not triggered. Oh, wait. Do I full move him into the... Complete move into the closest terrain feature. Okay, right there. Then if there are 4... Okay. That's it. We just need to do 1 damage. Come on, Georgie. 1, 2... 6+. He got a critical. It's going to kill him, but we get to roll a critical. So let's look at the critical hits. Let's see if we can get that amazing item. Would make up for all these 1s and all these bad misses. Literally every single attack almost, besides for Norman. Would be great if I could get that. Here we go. Rolling. And... what does it say? You're invigorated by your hefty hit. Increase your movement, mox, or accuracy by 1 for the fight. If your movement... man, I had lowered by. Okay, well that's going to kill him. And would have increased my stuff by 1 for the fight, but it didn't matter. If another townsfolk consumes consumable gear during a fight, nope. I didn't do any of this. Interact with a terrain piece and attack the ruffian. Didn't do that. Beat count. Nope. Deal 3 damage to the ruffian in single turn with weapons. I did not do any of this. Remove a terrain piece from the board. Didn't do that with Norman. I have an instrument equipped. Deal 2 damage to the ruffian in a single turn with weapons. Didn't do that either because the fishy cap is a headgear. It's not a weapon. So I didn't do any of my feats whatsoever. So, but I did defeat Deputy Waggums here. All townsfolk may discard any unaccomplished feats. Okay. Gonna discard that. Gonna discard this. We'll keep that one. So Georgie's gonna discard 2. Deal 3 damage to the ruffian single turn with. We're discarding that one with Yancey. Be the only townsfolk at max HP. Also going to discard that with Yancey. I doubt that will happen. He's probably going to keep taunting, and he's going to be the one who always. Remember, train piece and attack the ruffian in the same turn. We can do that. Deal 2 damage ruffians with weapons. Town phase with an instrument equip. We're going to discard that from Norman. Remove a train piece from the board. We'll discard that with Norman as well. Everybody discarded 2. Okay, what's the next step? All townsfolk receive 6 coins. 5, 6. 5, 6. Just as I thought, we never had to lower our accuracy because we never hit with Yancey. 5, 6, okay. Award 1 townsfolk with ruffian gear. Okay. All townsfolk restore their stats. That's okay. Replace or rotate the buying and buy order. Okay, we got to do that. So it goes to the bottom. Georgie's now at the bottom. Norman's first. Enter the next town phase. Okay, that's fine. So we will do ruffian gear. Gear here for Waggums. He's got his 3 gear. It's the one who completed the most feats. Nobody completed the most feats because no one completed any. So it's the highest roller is going to get one of these 3. So Georgie, okay, he's the one who killed him. Yancey with a 2 and Norman with a 4. Okay, Georgie's going to get one of these 3 gear. All right, let's hope it's good. Georgie, let's go. Which one? This one. Frantic Eyes. Headgear. Oh, it's really good. And for Georgie, at least, it's 3 accuracy. That's really good. So, minus 1 HP is not as great, but that's good. So, that's the end of this fight phase. So, now after this, we'll restart after Waggums. We'll do the shop phase, and then we'll find out who we fight next time. And I'll do the next episode. So, thank you so much for watching. So excited to have Townsfolk Tussle. I'll do the next episode right away, as soon as I can, and post it, because it's super fun. And I'm having a good time. So, can't wait to play again, and I'll see you in the next episode.